Hi, my name is Szabi. I'm the Hotel Sommelier of Island Shangri-La. Welcome back to Shangri-La at Home series. Today I'm going to give you some tips on how to choose wines from a wine shop and how to get great values. First, let's talk about bubbles, which is the wine for celebration, especially champagne, what can be sometimes a little bit pricey. But there are several regions around the world where they produce sparkling wine with the same method as champagne, but you can get much better value out of those regions. If you would like to stay with French wine, what you should look for on the label is the word crémant. Crémant is actually a sparkling wine made with the same method as champagne, but it's coming from a different part of France. If you would like to go for something Italian, this style is not very well known, but in Franciacorta they actually produce some really premium sparkling wines, so it could give you as much pleasure as a great bottle of champagne. Or one of my personal favorites, US Schramsberg, which is one of the greatest sparkling wine produced outside of the Champagne region. So the last few years, decades, the prices of Burgundy skyrocketed. So it's always good to look for some alternatives for these wines. And the direction I would go for, probably it's California, where you have cooler regions like Sonoma, or the southern part of Napa, Carneros, where you can get some really great Chardonnays and also Pinot Noirs. Or if you go a little bit more north, you have a wine region, Oregon, where you have very similar style to what you get in Burgundy, so you can get some really great alternatives in this area. Let's talk about labeling and labeling terms a little bit, what can be quite confusing for certain wines. For example, the grape variety Syrah or Shiraz. It has two names, but actually it's referring to the same grape variety. But when you see Shiraz on the label, like on this wine, it's referring to a certain style. So when it's written Shiraz, it's referring to a style which is richer, more powerful, and it's made in a new word style, driven by the fruit. If it's written Syrah, which is also referring to the same grape variety, it's referring to a style which is closer to the French origin of the grape variety of the Rhone Valley, which is slightly leaner and more elegant with a lot of spiciness. The thing to look at is the sweetness of Riesling, what can be very challenging for unexperienced wine lovers to identify according to the label. If you look at the German wine label, it can be very confusing because you have a lot of information on the label itself. And it's very hard to guess if the Riesling is going to be on the drier side or the sweeter side. There are few indications, but the best and easiest way to find out the sweetness, if you look at the label and the alcohol level, if the alcohol is lower, you have more sweetness. If the alcohol is higher, you have less sweetness in the wine. For example, this wine has an alcohol level of 13.5, which is an average type of alcohol level for a wine. This is going to be on the drier side. The other Riesling has only 9% alcohol, what's going to indicate some sweetness in the wine. I hope you learned something from this. Thank you for watching.